Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. I am your host, Saheem the Dream. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with you with another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. And I am coming to you to talk to you about AEW Dynamite. Yes, AEW Dynamite, not WWE, as some of you people would expect it. Not today, my friend, not today. Again, if you guys are catching us live on Facebook, drop a comment in the comment section below. Leave a comment in the comment section so that way I can respond to you. If you're catching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Give us a subscribe push. Hit the comment section below. Give us a thumbs up on this video. My hat put in the wash, and apparently some of the thread came out. It sucks. See this? Got like a little ponytail hanging off the side of my hat. This sucks, right? Anyway, let's get into it. AEW Dynamite. So the show has been looking very interesting. I'm noticing that, for one, AEW has really been doing things very similar to WWE as far as giving you the best part of the show in the beginning and then kind of leaving somewhat of, I guess, like not an anticlimactic point of the booking, but I guess somewhat of the high part of the booking at the end of the show. So, I was able to catch, pretty much like mid-show. Didn't really catch everything. I caught last week's show, but I caught midway into this show. And I really didn't get to see Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks kind of like, go back and forth with these guys here. But probably would have been a great match if anything. Didn't really get to catch most of it, but from what I've seen and from what I caught, it was from what I caught. So again, I believe like the whole point of the show, it was like you had to catch it from the beginning to really kind of feel the climax of it, because when I came in on it, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? I was not really that much I watched it, but it really like didn't do anything for me from what I watched, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, any of you guys catching this live, give me a shout out. Hit the shout outs. Give me a shout out. Drop your name. Let me know what city you from. Give us a shout out. So as far as the show is concerned, though, AEW, the Dynamite show is going off pretty well. I like it so far. I like what AEW is doing. I'm just watching how they're going, which way they're going, the direction they're going. Friday night is supposed to be a real big night because they are doing this whole Rampage show Friday. So I don't know if it's a weekly episodic situation or it's just for Friday. But as so far as what they have going on, it's supposed to be this real big show. Everybody hopes that CM Punk will show up too. And there's been reports that CM Punk is denying his arrival. People are trying to confirm whether CM Punk is showing up. Well, this is my take on it, right? So if CM Punk showing up is supposed to be a surprise, why are you guys trying to ruin a surprise, right? People trying to find out whether he's showing up. Are you showing up? We heard that you're supposed to be showing up. Well, if him showing up is supposed to be a surprise, why would he tell you if he's going to show up? Stupidest thing in the world. But people want to get press. They want to have CM Punk in their headlines so they can get the clicks. So, do I think CM Punk is going to show up on Friday? Chicago, Illinois, for that show. we'll have to wait and see what happens. Kenny Omega is supposed to be battling Christian Cage Friday at Rampage. It's going to be very interesting to see Christian Cage battle Kenny Omega. Are they fighting for the Impact title? I missed that part. I don't know in specifics as to what the match is going to detail. As a matter of fact, let me just kind of see what the Rampage card looks like. See what happens. Impact. Was it see what this match card is about. I didn't really kind of like catch exactly like what the card is supposed to be. I know like some of the matches, but kind of don't remember them now. Excuse me. Trying to get a match card. What the heck? But anyway, Christian Cage versus what's this guy's name? Yeah, Kenny Omega. Yeah, so it's for the Impact World Championship. Impact World Championship. That's what Christian Cage is going to be fighting Kenny Omega for, which Kenny Omega probably should be dropping to him. Possibly. Because Impact don't really have anybody really big right now. I mean, they don't really have anybody, I guess, that's really like, appealing in some aspect as far as to who they're gonna use for like, championship status. But anyway, I don't see anybody on Impact that's really, I don't know who they have. I mean, they have Moose. How come Moose is not fighting Kenny Omega again? Didn't they fight already? Or wasn't they supposed to fight? But if anything, if Kenny Omega does drop that Impact title, he should drop it to Moose, in my opinion. Moose is probably like the most worthy competitor that should be holding that belt right now. Anyways, speaking of AEW Impact, anyway, on the same topic, we're going back on topic on Impact. So Cody Rhodes apparently is not retiring. He's taking time off for his baby, but I think that he's like, is going to make some kind of like big return later on down the line. Can't wait to see what else they do with Aleister Black's character. I really enjoy what they've done with the TNT title. I'm glad that they actually changed the freaking color of the strap. They didn't make it red. It made sense to understand why they had it red in the first place, to match the TNT colors, which is black and red. But it didn't look good for a belt at all. But Miro, I think it went through like 3 revisions, after the red strap, right? They had like they didn't have a black strap. There's a white strap, but then it was like the white strap, and it was the part that says, I think it says champion, it was still red. It was like white, but the part that said champion was red, and now it's white, and the part that says champion is green. So anyway, went through its revisions, but I like what they've done. I like how they're building now, building a little bit more on their roster. But yeah, I mean, so far for AEW, I don't really have any big, I don't know, like expectations as far as just better matches and better rivals. Jay McMahon is in the building. Jay McMahon.
Do what it does.
Is here with us. Yeah. So did you catch AEW?
Yeah, I caught it. One thing I did want to comment on from last week, from last week's show, we did not talk about the greatest cruiserweight match in history, which was 20 years in the making, with Le Champion Chris Jericho and Juventud.
Oh God, moving too good. The juice. The juice.
That match last week was a train wreck. Like I was like, yo, because like I mean, you can clearly tell Juventud ain't been in an actual match in years. You know, he's supposed to be a cruiserweight, but he's hesitating on a lot of moves. He's telegraphing a lot of moves, and it's like, you know, he's not comfortable. Like, all right, let me just let it flow.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to touch base on that from last week. This week's show was
Okay.
like you said in the group, it was okay. It wasn't, you know, nothing really stuck out. You know, the Jericho match was cool.
Wait, hold on a second. You said it was a train. Wait, I'm gonna tell you, yo, I seen it, but I loosely watched it.
Oh, last week. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like my attention was divided in two different places. I was trying to watch it. You said it was a train wreck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like I said, because we know, because you know, with cruiserweights, you got to your movement got to be fluent. You know what I'm saying. You can hesitate on certain things, but he wasn't as fluent as a cruiserweight should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he hesitated on a lot of moves. You could tell he was like he thought about a lot of things he wanted to, like, you know, his nifty to get to the top rope. He didn't have that anymore. Clearly, you know, he obviously gained weight. So, you know, a lot of stuff that they were trying to do, it was just like, all right, now y'all looking like ring technicians outside of cruiserweights, or technicians trying to be cruiserweights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know Juventud's his whole arsenal is based off of high flying. So yeah, you'll see it like I think he got on the second rope, and he was about to do some kind of, I think, hurricane or some kind of move, but he hesitated, like on some wait, I'm not ready. All right, cool, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on a second, because I'm about to pull this up right now. I just want to see if I can pull up some highlights from the match to see what it looks like, but I don't think I can get anything right now. I want to see what this looks like. This is ridiculous, because I've seen it, but I mean, that's like the parts that I've seen. It seemed all right. Oh, they ain't even showing them. They just showing like all the old stuff, how they used to move when they were young. But Juventud, like back in the day when in WCW, he was dope. Like Juventud was one of the best. He was better than the Rey Mysterio, if you ask me. He was better.
Yeah, I was a huge Juventud fan, and you know, when I saw that he was fighting Chris Jericho, I was like, oh snap, okay. I'm like, Dad, why couldn't WWE, you know, take advantage of it? But yeah, I see why.
Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it. I mean, that whatchamacallit is fire though. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that jacket, man. That jacket's fire. Jericho, man. The guy, the king of reinventions, man. This guy, man. I love this guy.
Demo guy, exactly.
I love this dude, man. Jericho, man. He's one of my wrestlers I felt like was never treated properly. I don't know if it was treated properly, but I just don't understand his booking in WWE, because he's been given all the opportunity, but it never really panned out properly. But anyway, let's just let me not go back into that. But so I mean, was the match? So the match was just like, you know, kind of a, I don't know, a homage to, like, you know, his feud with Juventud.
Yeah, because they did mention it. They mentioned a couple of times. I think when it was they competed in Stampede back in WCW back in 2001. And how they tore the house down. So Tony Schiavone definitely touched base on that a couple times. But yeah, it's like I said, it was. I was excited. I was like, "Oh, Juventud's back," but then I had to remember, like, you know, as I'm watching, I'm like, "Yeah, this isn't the same Juventud from 2005, 2001 in the late 90s, where him, Rey Mysterio, you know, kind of dominated the." And Billy Kidman, you know what I'm saying, where they dominated the cruiserweight division.
Yeah. They definitely move a lot slower.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Oh, damn. See,
See the hesitation, right?
yeah, yeah. It's just like, see, this is the thing, right? This is the thing about AEW. You know what? And I'm glad you definitely you made a mention about the train wreck of this match, right? Because I was watching it loosely, like, but anyway, my point that I want to get to is that one thing I definitely think AEW needs to work on is they need to be a little bit more polished. Like some of these guys, like that's one thing I definitely noticed about the second half of the show yesterday. Like it wasn't as polished as WWE. Like I'm not saying that WWE gives you the most polished product, but they give you a better. It's more polished than like because AEW like they try different things. Like they're not afraid to experiment with different moves and stuff like that. But I mean, at least have a good grasp on what you're going to do so that the wrestling doesn't look sloppy, because that was one of the issues with WCW sometimes. Like even though you've seen some crazy maneuvers sometimes, some of the stuff did look sloppy. Like I remember Dre mentioned this. He said the Attitude Era in WWE had some of the worst wrestling, and I was like, I understand what you mean. I said, but Attitude Era has some of the best wrestling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there were some matches on Raw that did look a little sloppy when it came to certain competitors, but then there were matches that was just great. So yeah, like because Chanel watched it, she peeped it, like, and she was just like, "This is all over the place." Like when she was watching, she was looking at it, she was like, "What are they doing? Who's doing that?" She's like, "This just looks all over the place." But I told her, I was like, "See, that's the problem." I said, "The ring attire, the way everything looks, the color coordination does not look right."
Yeah, Luke Gallows ring attire last night was killing me. I'm like, yo, what the hell is he doing?
Like, yeah, like exactly. It's like what is it? Like, what are you wearing, bro? Like, like, did you really think about what you put on? You know what? What's that guy? Ricochet. Like I like Ricochet's new ring attire, but you can tell like that's the great thing about because WWE. I forgot the lady's name, but they showed her before. She does costume design,
And so
and,
does Sasha Banks' husband.
he does her costume designs.
Now he does costume designs for WWE.
Oh, Sasha Banks' husband.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. So cool. So okay, cool. I didn't know there was an extra person, but it makes sense that it'll be an extra person because only one person can't do that, right? But I know there's one lady. She's been there for years though. You probably know what I'm talking about. She got like blonde hair. She's like older lady. You've seen her before,
Yeah,
but yeah, and she was like pivotal in designing. I think she created Sean's DX outfit when he came out of WrestleMania against Austin.
mm-hmm.
He made that. But anyway, like it's just that they have costume designers who like really are, like it's just the way that they brand their costumes to when they come out, they look a certain way and they're presented a certain way. That's very stylish or looks like it's very polished. They need to be polished a little bit more. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I mean, now, well, but no, Ricochet went back to the tights and then the cruiserweight look, because I know for a while he had the jeans but I think last week on Raw, and I think the last pay per view, Money in the Bank, was when he went back to like the cruiserweight look, the tights, the knee pads, and the kick pads. And I believe when he fought Sheamus on Monday, he had the same gear. So I think Ricochet's in a bubble on which route he want to go. He want to have the jeans look, or does he want to have the superhero look?
Yeah. What do you think about Kenny Omega?
Kenny, well, I don't want to get ridiculed or cursed out because of this, but with me just getting into it, like I mean, like I had a conversation with a coworker yesterday. He was asking me about Adam Hangman Page, and I'm like, honestly, like I haven't seen a lot of their one-on-one matches. You know, I've seen a lot of when they were the tag champs. I watched a lot of their matches then. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying, just getting back to NXT. I mean, getting back into AEW. I haven't really watched, you know, a lot of his one-on-one matches, so I can't really give a legit opinion on what I think of him. But as far as like, because I mean, obviously the last couple, I mean, he had a match like last night, but other than that, it's more so promos. And outside of all of that, you know, he reminds me of one of those annoying heckling heels as champion. You're like, oh my god, I can't wait till you lose this damn belt. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
but I mean, but at the end of the day, like, and I always look at it like this: it's like in a movie. If a guy that you're watching, whether it's a heel or, you know, if you're watching a heel and you really don't like this person, even though you never met him a day in your life, you really don't like them and you can't stand them, that means they're doing their job.
That's very true. You ever seen Kenny Omega's match against Okada?
I know that's one of the greatest matches everybody talks about, but I haven't seen it.
I won't say it's the greatest match, but it's a good match.
Okay.
I think what makes it great, I think well, let me say this. In my opinion, it's not the greatest match, but I can understand why people say it is the greatest match, because you would have to watch the storyline in order to get the full effect of what that match really means. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever want to take away from that 5-star rating that they gave that match. So I would never sit there and be like, oh, that's not a 5-star match. I seen the match. It was a great match. Do I say it's one of the best wrestling matches I've seen? Yes, it definitely was. Do I think Kenny Omega do I think it's a great, but in order to get the full feel of like what that feud meant between the two, is like you got to watch New Japan Pro, because people watch the feud and seen the build as to what it meant for him to actually beat Okada, and it has a lot to do with the one-winged angel, because no one has ever kicked out of it. It's like a protected move. It's like protected like the Razor's Edge. I heard like the Razor's Edge was one of the protected finishes that nobody ever kicked out of.
No, okay.
Yeah, like no one ever. I didn't know that either. Like they said, it was one of the most protected finishes. Like no one's ever kicked out of the Razor's Edge. That's wild. When Razor Ramon did it.
Right, I was saying, because you know Sheamus had the cross, and I think, and I know, what's his name? Damian Priest has a version of it. So.
Yeah, and so does Sheamus.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, so I feel a type of way.
Okay.
Because next week we know Jericho does happen to this is his fifth Labor of Jericho match, and MJF said there's going to be no music. Jericho has to come out to complete silence.
Why? Because so people won't sing the Judas music,
right?
But that's genius, because what's going to happen is like people are going to start singing it anyway.
Right, and then outside of that, which is true. Now I didn't think about that, because now the crowd's going to do a cappella version, which is going to be so crazy. And he.
Oh, I lost Jay. I'm gonna wait till he comes back.
Yeah, so you can't use the Judas effect. So now does he go back to the code breaker, or is he gonna try to resort to the what was it, the Lion Tamer?
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be interesting.
So he can't use the Judas effect?
Yeah, he can't come out to the Judas theme song, nor can he use the Judas effect in that match.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go back to the code breaker. I'll go back to the Lion Tamer. He better not go back to that damn Lion Salt. I mean, that.
Oh yeah, that Lion Salt. Oh nah, I think he's retired that move.
He has to, because Jericho's an old man now. Like he has that old man body fat, you know, that won't leave your body. It's like it won't leave, no matter it's the most stubborn fat in the world. I mean, he's done. I'm looking at his belly. I'm like, yo. As a matter of fact, when I seen his last labor match yesterday, I was like just watching the match, and I'm just looking at Jericho. I was like, yo, bro. I said, I don't know about Jericho right now. I said, but he need to hang it up, man. I'm like, he's not. He's his body is not. He needs to he just needs to go on a different diet so that he can trim down, so he could be a little bit more agile. You know what I'm saying? Or he just needs to retire. But Jericho needs to go into retirement, though.
So there was one point of Dynamite last night that I definitely thought about you, and I was like, I know Sai is extremely hyped right now.
Who was that?
When they announced the next week is going to be the tag a title match with the Young Bucks versus Jungle Boy, and I know your personal favorite, your boy Luchasaurus.
Goddamn Luchasaurus! I've seen this 6'5" Negro come out. I was like, what the heck? What part of the show was it? It's going to come up here on the which.
Yeah, I know. They came out earlier, and I think they came out during the 6-man tag initially, and then I think the Young Bucks was backstage playing basketball, and then they came and blocked it, and then I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm right. Still trying to get the analogy with this whole basketball thing. I know 2 weeks ago they did the whole Space Jam theme, but then ever since then they've been staying with this basketball thing, which is confusing to me. But
yeah, that was the most cheesiest promo I've ever seen. I was like, what is this foolishness? I'm like, they got this little backyard basketball hoop in the freaking like dinkiest part of the building, and they're like cutting this little cheap promo with their little cheap Space Jam jerseys on. I was like, no. I just feel like I don't know, because the thing about Kenny Omega's heel is like, I don't know if he's supposed to be annoying or fun. Is he supposed to be like a fun, annoying heel? Because I'm not buying into it. Like, I'm not like the Kenny Omega in New Japan Pro. I kind of understood a little bit more, but this Kenny Omega, the heel version of whoever he is just like, I'm not kind of buying into it. It just, he feels like all over the place. If not all, like he has a direction, but the direction he's giving off does not come off as like, it's not polished enough for me, I should say. So I'm just like, I'm looking at his heel persona. I'm like, all right, cool, but it's just not doing enough for me. I'm gonna tell you what's annoying though. I don't want to ramble on, but I'm gonna tell you what's annoying. What's annoying to me is that every heel is coming off the same.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no originality in the heels. The only heel to me that's really standing out in AEW is Pac. Like, Pac has been consistently the same mean, gritty a-hole that you see all the time on the camera. Like, he's that same jerk. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care who I'm with. Whoever I'm fighting against will kill you. Like, that's just Pac's mindset. Like, he's been that same guy. Just real brash, raw, gritty, in your face. And it's like Kenny Omega is like supposed to be like this baby face, you know, and now it's like he's a heel. Now he's like this cocky heel with the glasses and the suit. But then it's like MJF is giving me the same thing, right? So it's like, how am I getting anything different? Like, I feel like I'm not getting anything different. I feel like, and I'm not even saying that just for AEW. I'm saying that for WWE too. Like, all the heels are being presented the same, but the difference between Roman and Bobby is different. Like, yes, Bobby's like, I'm more focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did the whole Rick, because they all go like Ric Flairish, like they get the suits. It's like everybody's doing this whole. I can't even say it's like Ric Flairish evolution kind of thing. It's right. Like, how to be considered a serious heel, you got to put on a suit, wear glasses, and act like you freaking run the company. It's just like, come on, like see, like Andrade, like same thing. Like, he's a heel, but he's got to wear a suit and wear glasses, and his valet, is wearing a suit, and he's talking all this big talk, but nobody's giving me an authentic heel feel. Like everybody's just doing this whole cookie cutter heel kind of thing. Like, I'm not like, the baby faces have better direction than the heels do, because all the heels are pretty much the same.
Right. Yeah.
So
because I think because Roman's the only one that doesn't wear suits. You know, he has little track suits. You know, t-shirts.
right,
I
and he's just
I
like,
see where
right,
you go with.
right, and it's just like he's running off of I'm gonna come out. I'm the head guy. I'm the man. You're gonna have to beat me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I put food on the table. Like he's not. It's not like it's like he didn't. It's like he didn't come out with the whole. He comes out. He comes out with the whole cocky attitude, right? Don't get me wrong. Like he's delivering the whole cocky thing, and he's giving you that, right? But what he's not doing is like he's not giving you like this whole feel of like, oh, okay, I'm this, like I'm limousine riding, jet flying, driving a Mercedes Benz. I got a Rolex watch on. You know what I'm saying? I got like a tailored Italian piece, tailored suit, 3-piece suit, tailored by some Italian freaking tailor or whatever. Like he's not giving us that whole thing. Like that's what made the Fiend such a great heel. Was the Fiend was like a monster. He was a heel. It was different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I like Braun as a heel, because Braun was just Braun, and he was just beating you up, and he just came out, he just destroyed you, and that's just what it was. But that's what I'm not enjoying about. That's what I'm not enjoying about some of these heels. Like they just giving you the same thing. But what I'm trying to say about Roman is that Roman is not giving you the same suit. He's giving you Roman, but he's giving it to you in a different perspective of, he's ahead of the table. I'm the franchise of the company. I run things. I'm providing for people's family, but he's doing it in an arrogant way where it's like it's almost like there's truth to his logic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's true that he did put Jimmy. No, he put Jay in the main event, and that gave Jay his first main event match. And he gave him 2 main event matches, which put him on the top of the card, which gave him more money for that pay-per-view. That's true. And he said that. And it was true. And it was like he was an honest heel. You know what I'm saying? It's like him saying he's the best. He is one of the best. You know what I'm saying? And he's proven it. But it's like it's truth with his cockiness, but he's being, what's the word? Obnoxious about it, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I can really appreciate about him being the heel that he is. Versus them taking this whole, don't touch my suit kind of look, or, you can't afford this watch kind of feel. Oh, here we go. The Elite. These guys look so weird. I was like, what the? Oh, here's the Luchasaurus situation.
Right.
These guys pop up. The Lucha Jungle Boy. Oh God, what's it called? What they call like Jurassic Team? What is it called?
Jurassic Express.
Jurassic Express. Gets even better, right? Jurassic Express. Oh God. This is wild. But anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm not really feeling a lot of these heels. A lot of these heels need to give me something different. Like I don't like Sheamus, but at least Sheamus heel is creative. it's not, like whatchamacallit, Baron Corbin. Like, and that's the thing I'm enjoying. Like a lot of the but the cool thing about it is that in WWE, what I do notice is that most of the heels on the main roster wasn't doing what Bobby was doing, coming out with the suits and stuff like that. But it's like, take off the damn suit. Like you're a competitor. Like, like the whole point of reason why, like the whole point of Ric Flair wearing his suit was because, that was part of his whole persona. Like having a suit on, aside from his ring attire, made sense because when he comes out in a robe. So you expect a guy like that to be possibly wearing a suit and sunglasses. But, if you're coming out with like trunks and, you got like this, leather and shiny attire, and then when we see you backstage, you got a suit on and you look like you should be wearing like a leather jacket or like, I don't know, like a jumpsuit or something. Like, stick to that. Like stick to what you supposed to look like, not like resorting to like this whole Ric Flair suit thing. That's why I hated when Jericho wore the suit. I couldn't stand it. I was so annoyed. I was like, bro, like you're supposed to be wearing like party attire, like the shiny shirts and stuff like that. Like, why are you wearing a suit? And why did you cut your hair? I hated that. I hated it a lot. But anyway.
Wow. So they said, I mean, not to be sidetracked, but they said WWE 2K22
Yeah.
is reportedly a wrestling fans wrestling game. So we'll see. They haven't been talking about it, but
I hope so. You know, okay, so what feature would you want in WWE 2K22?
Honestly, a feature that I do miss was the fact that you can add your own music. I forgot which 2K it was, but you can actually go into like your music archives and you can put a song in play your own theme music. Because I think I had to create a character, and basically you don't want to use the songs they got there because now at this point, because you don't want to have a theme song that somebody already has. So like at this point, like if I was create a guy right now, you can use the Undisputed Era's music because nobody obviously using it. Adam Cole has his own music. But I remember this was back in 2000 and I want to say 8, 9 maybe. I had to create a character, and he had the hard theme song with Rihanna and Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
The pirate, I ain't gonna front. That thing, him coming out to that song made me hype. So I think that's one thing that I definitely would want them to try to add back. And not only because of that, because we know with the wrestling industry, things, costumes change, theme music changes all the time. So I don't want to have to wait another year in order to be able to use an updated character. So I think that's something that I feel that they should do. Is also, and I always said too, like it's 2K. You know what I'm saying? You update NBA 2K. If a person gets hurt or they decide or something like they're out or whatever like that, do that with wrestling. And I would say cut it off at a certain time. So therefore, it gives anticipation for the new one. Because let's just say they're developing the game now, and typically historically like right after WrestleMania, anything that happens after WrestleMania is not going to be in the game. But let's just say, and obviously if somebody returns, you don't really want to do that. But let's just say Seth Rollins and changed his theme song 3 times this year alone. So
he did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, so for somebody like him, you know what I'm saying, when they change their theme song, have an update, add a new theme song, and let's just go from there. And and if you want to stop updates by March, anything after March or April is so you gotta wait till the next one, then let's do it like that. But I feel like that's definitely 2 features that I would personally enjoy.
Yeah. You know what? All right. So this is the feature I would enjoy. 2 features I would definitely enjoy. Jesus, I just had a thought. Anyway, I'll go off the second feature. The second feature, the other one comes to me. The feature I think that I would really like the most is, because I know it's in 2K19, you have like these special abilities where you hold like, L1 and R1, and like you can add an extra finisher. You can add the reversals, special reversal, and I think that there's another. And then I think one of the features is you can add interference, right? I think you can have somebody come in and interfere. The feature I want is that if you have a group, like say, for instance, say I'm Undisputed Era, I'm playing as Adam Cole, right? I want to be able to, like, say, in my titles on the line, I want to be able to have them come in. Like, if I know if I'm getting beat and I'm about to lose, I could use the feature to have Undisputed Era come in the ring and just jump the guy and call it. Yeah. Yeah, or do something like that where like if I have DX or I have NWO, like the guys come in and they just like just running. Sean Keys is in the building. Sean, what's up, man?
What up, Sean? Yeah, that'd be a dope feature.
Yeah, that'd definitely be dope. That's one.
Because the only way you could do it now is if you had like they already got to come out with you and you can have them distract the ref or something like that. But yeah, like I just like you said, 1-on-1 match and they just happen to run out. I think that would be better.
Oh, this is the other feature. So in created character, you can create entrances. One thing I don't like about the created entrances is you can only create a regular entrance, but when you get the belt, you have to choose a standard entrance.
Right, I agree.
Right. So I wish you could create your own championship entrance, like if you again, like if you already have a standard entrance and they can come out with the belt on, you should be able to make a custom entrance with them doing different taunts or whatever it is in different sections of the creative entrance with the belt in different areas. Yeah, so I wish I could do that. I wish I could. Wait, Sonny Kiss got betrayed?
Yeah. I think his partner super kicked him in power, putting him with a power driver on the whatever by the fans, I think.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. So yeah, but yeah, that, and then the second thing is the other thing is I want to be able to customize storylines, like rivalries, like for instance, like if a Monday Night Raw, like say we in Universe mode, Monday Night Raw comes up and say I have Roman Reigns feuding with Finn Balor, right? So Roman, like Finn Balor has a match against Jey Uso, right? And then I booked the match, and then they give you an option. It was like, do you want to set up? Do you want to add something to the rivalry? I don't know, or do you want to add a run in or something like that? And say, I want to actually book Roman to come out and interrupt the match against Jey and Finn, or I want to be able to have Finn cut a promo and then book Roman to come out and interrupt the the speech, and then book a match. You know what I'm saying? Make a match follow after that, or I want to customize how the Raw actually goes, like a little bit more detail. Like I want to say, all right, after this promo, they will have a match, or whether it be a title match or a regular match. So I want to be able to do stuff like that.
A feature that I just thought about, and it would be dope, and I always said it, they need to bring it back. I would like the draft. Because I play universe mode a lot, you know what I'm saying? Being I play, I play online and people don't really come here too often. So, I play universe mode a lot. So I would like to, do a draft and, draft my own superstars to Raw or SmackDown. I also think that it would be great if they can incorporate a co-op universe mode. So let's just say, for instance, me and you like, yo, let's play 2K22. Yo, let's do universe mode. I'll be in charge of Raw. You will be in charge of SmackDown. So you draft your superstars, I draft mine, and then we just have shows like that. Like I think that would be dope. Also,
that'd be cool. Like that'd be dope because then say like Sean wanted to get on, or Ant wanted to get on, and then we'll have it will be like a co-op universe mode, like a server, like Grand Theft Auto. Like in Grand Theft Auto, they have like every map is a different server. Like you could San Andreas is its own, like the city is its own server. So different rooms are different San Andreas server cities. So like the universe mode will be a server that we can have that's just like our server, but it's part of the universe. And say like for instance like. Yeah, like say you run Raw, I run SmackDown, and you could book the matches a month in advance, a week in advance, but you only have rights over those matches.
Right.
And then like that can go into the ranking system and say like you're not playing 2K online, but I'm playing 2K online, and my character works up to a title match. You know what I'm saying? Like you can come in, you can change stuff like that. Like that'll be cool. Like if a universe mode was ran by like the players like us, and we come in and we can still play while somebody's not online, but yet it still goes on. But you can come in, you can change things, you can stop things. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll be cool.
Right.
I think that'd be dope. So I know they're supposed to be coming out with an AEW game.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
So I mean, so what do you think about? So you think CM Punk is going to return Friday?
No, not this Friday because then they're not in Chicago this week. I believe it's next week they'll be in Chicago.
Is next week?
Or is it September? I think it's September.
It's September. That's September. I thought it was this Friday. Oh, I'm bugging.
Yeah, this Friday they're in Pittsburgh still.
Oh, they're in Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was this Friday.
And basically from that video I posted in the group, I he didn't deny it. He did his typical wrestling.
Like, no. I got it right. Yep, they'll be in Chicago this Friday.
Why did Jim Ross say Pittsburgh?
It said, I'm sorry, it's not this Friday. It's the 20th of August they'll be in.
Okay, yeah, I figure I'm like I know for fact Jim Ross said Pittsburgh because I know Britt Baker's defending her title against Velvet Sky on Friday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he'll be in whatchamacallit, Chicago, Illinois, the Shy. Yeah, the tickets are not really that expensive either.
Yeah, nobody was going to Chicago.
Right, anybody trying to go there? Yeah. Ain't nobody really trying to go. I mean, the most expensive ticket I see is like $84.
Yeah, I need to check tickets for this Monday. I'm supposed to be going to Raw Monday in San Antonio, so I need to make sure there's still tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't go on a Raw anymore. I don't think I'm going to any live events ever again.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm done with live events. Yeah, I think I'm done with live events. They're not as fun. They're not as fun as watching it on TV. You know what? I'll tell you what I would do. The only time I go to a live event is if I have a skybox.
Oh, they only got $20 tickets left. Jesus Christ.
I'll do it with a skybox. I won't do it in a live audience. I'll do skybox. Skybox is better because you can watch the match on TV and hear the people, and then you can be there while the fans are watching the match. So
yeah, that'd be dope.
So I prefer. So skybox is better. The skybox is way better. It's way better. Now I understand because I mean being front row and watching the action and watching what's happening, it's cool, but
you can hear, yeah.
Yeah, it's not this. I mean, unless I had a front row seat. You ever had front row seats before?
That's on my bucket list. Before I leave this earth, I plan on getting whatever I got to pay to get front row.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably see what a front row seat look like. See what front row seats look like, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've had good seats. I mean, but the funny thing about it is like wrestling is like any kind of seat you really have is kind of good seats. I mean, you can see everything.
I agree.
Yeah, so you can see everything. It's not really bad at all. Even at like basketball games and stuff, like the seats are not that bad at all. Right. Like I thought it'd be bad. Like people like, oh, nosebleed section and you can't really see anything. And it's too far up and da 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 da. And I heard people complain, but then when I finally went to like a basketball game, I went to like a wrestling event. I was like, you can really see everything. Anyway you sit, you can see it. Like, shoot. especially in Barclays because it's small. You can see everything, no matter where. Yeah, If you go real high up, in Barclays, you're gonna feel like you're gonna tip over because it's so steep, yo.
Yeah. Yep.
Steep like that. It's ridiculous. But anyway, all right, let's get going. Guys, I thank you guys for joining us for another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. I'm your host, Saheem the Dream, with my co-host here, J Mac Main. You can join us next time we go live on Wrestling Talks and Thoughts when we go live on Facebook Live in the Wrestling Talks and Thoughts group. Also, when we go live on our Facebook page, on YouTube. If you catch us on YouTube, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, hit the subscribe button as we come to you talking about WWE and some more AEW. I don't think we're going to do Impact. Impact is I don't know if I can do Impact. I don't know. Anyway, but yes, if you guys catch us going live, please give us a thumbs up so we'll come back to you more with more wrestling news, more wrestling content, and of course, talking about the latest things that are happening right now, giving our points of views, and we want to hear from you guys, and we want to know you guys' points of view on wrestling and what's going on. Again, I'm your host, Saheem the Dream.
It's your boy, J Mac Main.
And we will see you guys later. Peace.